Hi, I'm Subu bringing crafting to you, and today I'm going to show you the V-fold card using the Box of Sunshine kit, but I'm going to show you this in landscape. So first of all, we're going to get the stamping out of the way. So out of the kit, I've got one of the tags. I've forgot what it's called, hexagonal tags or something, and the banner as well. So on the banner, I've mounted my You Are Sunshine, and I'm stamping on my stamp mat, as when you are stamping with photopolymer, they have no cushion, and it's better if you have got cushioning underneath. So the stamp mat is designed so that you get perfect stamping every time. So beautiful. And then I've got this has got a name because they do a tag punch in this, and I can't remember what it's called. Sorry, I'm just going to get that straight. Little something to brighten your day. I really love these sentiments in this set. This is the last card base that I've got from the set now. I have still got quite a few bits to use. That just went on my H. I didn't. Can I get in there? Or am I? No, I'm not going to risk going back in because I don't want to spoil this. That'd be fine. That's for inside. If I'm unhappy, I've got a marker and I can just go over it, but I didn't obviously press down enough because it would, yeah, it's printed it fine. Didn't press down hard enough. Okay, so I'm just going to clean my stamps now because they are full to polymer. You just clean them with the chamois. So I'm just going to clean because I don't like the black ink staining my stamps, so I'm going to get rid of that as much as I can. Okay, I'll have a go with those later, but that's got the majority of it off. There we go. So I'll put those on one side. So that's great for photopolymer. I use a stamping scrub to actually do the cling mount stamps. So I'm going to just put these two on a side now, move my stamping mat, don't need that anymore, and then I'm going to start with my card base. And so we're going to do what we did yesterday. We're going to put a mark. So my card base is the one that's got all the watercoloured ones on in the orange. I'm just going to use my bone folder to crease that down better. Okay, and then we're going to actually go along this way today. So I'm just going to put a mark today, and so I'm going to go for, shall I mark it the other way? Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to mark it the other way because I want this bit here, I'm going to do by 2.5, and I'm just going to put a little bit, now I'm going to take it 2 3/4. Yeah, I think, yeah, I'm going to do 2 3/4, and I'm putting a tiny pencil mark that I can see. And then on this side, I'm going to use the top now. And so I've got my little tiny pencil mark there, and I want that to go about there. So I'm going to do 3 inches going down. I'm putting a tiny pencil mark there, so you can barely see my pencil mark, but it's there and it's there, so about that much. So now I'm going to line those up so that I've got those in the middle of my track, and I'm going to make sure that I'm not using my cutting blade, else this would be a disaster, because I've only got, this is the last card base I've got left, so if this now went, I won't be able to make what I'm making. So I'm getting them in the middle of the track, and I'm making it very simple today. So it's not going to be difficult because I'm not going to put layers on it. So I've gone over that a few times. So I'm going to bend that back on itself both ways. Okay, so that gives me that crease mark. Then I'm going to open it up and fold that so that those go in. So I'm bringing that down and bringing that down and folding it like that. Okay, now I'm going to go not in the corner. Don't do it in the corner because it could crack your card. So I'm going to go outwards, and then that one inside. I'm just going to go inside best I can on both ways, so it'll go like that. Okay, so that's the card now, and just there we go. So I decided that I'm going to use the black background piece now. So I can see I need to cut a little bit off that corner. So I'm going to put this about equal distances between the top and the bottom. Now this is going to be an issue because I've actually got the backing still on it, and it's the top and bottom here. So I'm just going to bend that back so that I can see where the edge of the card is actually going to fall, so that I can see that better. And I'm going to fold that back as well, so I've got an idea now where my card will fall. So that's about level. So I want to go there, and let's just make sure that I've got this square on, and that's going to go about there. Okay, so it's roughly around those two marks. So I'm just going to bring my trimmer back in and pop those two marks. So there's my mark and there's my mark. I'm just going to pop those back into my trimmer and cut that off. Okay, now it won't matter if you don't get that perfect, that will be absolutely fine. So I'm going to peel off the back now. This is very sturdy, it's not, there's no problem with that. So I'm getting it top and bottom about in the middle, and hopefully that's level, and then I'm going to stick that down. Now it doesn't matter if you've got a bit of pencil mark on because we're going to put something over the top, so that's not going to be an issue. Now I'm using one of the pineapples, so I'm going to position the pineapple, but before I do that I'm just going to see where I'm going to put my sentiment, and actually I think I'm going to pop my sentiment off the bottom. Yes, I think I will do that. So I'm going to stick this upon dimensionals. Now mini dimensionals come with the set, and because I seem to have misplaced my other mini dimensionals, I want to save those when I've got smaller objects. So I'm going to use my bigger dimensionals, if I can find out to get in today. I don't know where. Oh, there it is. I'm overlooking it. So I'm going to get my dimensionals. So I want to put my dimensionals only on this half, because I'm going to make sure that this doesn't stick too high. In fact, I'm going to put it level and put it more, let's have a look, more on my card, I think. So that's where I'm going to put it. So from that leaf I want it down this side. So popping those down the middle of my pineapple. Okay, so my pineapple is going to stick, so I've got that corner on there, and just angle it so that it's not, when you put it in the envelope, it won't overshoot your card, but that just goes on there like that. So I'm going to peel off the back of my dimensionals, and then I'm going to position that so that that one point there is going right at the top, and that's not going too far down. So there we go, put it in position. So far we've got it like that. Now I'm going to glue down my "You Are Loved." So I'm going to leave that so that that is glued. I'm not going to put this on dimensionals because I've got other things to stick on. Hiya Valerie, how are you? So we're going to go just bringing that off the bottom there. Okay, just make sure that's right. Now, the things that I've done previously is that I cut out a lighthouse with the pineapple. So I had a bit of the top foliage left, and also I had lemons, and I decided to use one of my dies. So this is the butterfly die from Positive Thoughts. So I've cut that out, but the butterfly punch, I've just cut 2 of those out. So I've cut those, and also with the Positive Thoughts dies, you get this tiny butterfly. Now this tiny butterfly, I don't know whether you can see because it is tiny. It has some heart shapes in the bottom, so I even saved the heart shapes to stick on. Oh yes, it is cold. We've got snow on the ground. Whoa, sorry. We've got snow on the ground. Have you got snow on the ground, Valerie? Oh, sorry about the wobbly camera. Right, so I'm going to use my bone folder to give a bit of shape to my butterfly and put it down in the middle. And then I'm going to layer with the smaller butterfly. So I'm going to pop that in the middle there, and just let's pop those there. And so I'm going to double layer the butterfly like that. So I'm only going to stick glue down the centre. So I'm using the little one, and I'm just going to stick glue down the centre in the middle of the butterfly. So that's two layers of butterflies, one on top of each other. It just gives it a little bit more added dimension, and I'm going to stick that on dimensionals. I'm just going to leave positioning for the moment. Now I've cut these with the small punch as at the top. So again, I'm just going to give a little bit of curl on the butterfly's wing. So I've cut these out with the pieces. I cut out anchors and all sorts out of the lemon, and so I actually have used the scrap leftover lemon bits. I get everything out of my kits, and I've still got loads left that I can use on other projects. So I'm just positioning this very small butterfly on the top now. So if you can see that, so I've just popped that butterfly on the top. So the two marry together beautifully. So it really works well. So this is the Positive Thoughts one, and I'm just going to bend the wings to give more shape as well. Make sure that the glue is setting, and I've got the same to do with the other one. So again, I'm just going to curl the wings a little bit, and so it did snow yesterday but melted. Now we've still got covering of snow we're still covered. Our garden is still covered. The paths are fairly clear though at the moment. So just going to put some glue down here and then pop it down there again in the middle. So, and lift up the wings, give it that little bit of dimension. Okay, so I thought I'd stick my butterflies. I'm going to pop them on some dimensionals, but I thought I'd stick them on You Are Loved. So in this case, I am going to use my tiny dimensionals now because they are quite small. I'm going to put a tiny dimensional on the back. So these are the perfect size for the tiny dimensionals. Okay, so I'm going to put one going off at an angle like that, and then use another tiny dimensional for the other one, and pop this on the back, and then pop the butterfly going off at an angle there. Now I've got in the kit, you get the iridescent yellow sequins, so I'm just going to use the smallest. There's only 2 sizes, so I'm going to use the 2 smallest ones and just pick them up with my tool. I'm going to put that in the middle of the butterfly like that, a bit further down. That's stuck, so there we go. And another small one on the butterfly there. Now I think that would be, oh, I might go for that. I'm going to go for a big one. So on the other one I'm going to put a big one that I haven't put down yet, so I'm going to put big one on the back of that one. So make sure it's well pushed down, and then I'll use a dimensional, so I can use a big dimensional for this butterfly and then see where I'm going to position him. Okay, so just round those wings a bit more, and I'm going to just tuck him under the leaves like that. Okay, so that is what our front of our card looks like so far. So just move those out of the way, and now we're going to do inside. Now we're going to the obviously at the moment I'm not layering it, I'm making it very simple pop card. So I want to pop up, because I'm a little something to brighten your day, I want this to be the focus inside the card, plus I'm going to pop a sun up. Now remember I said I cut some off, this was what was left, so I thought I'd use that and put that behind my actual greeting. So how I do this to make it stick is I find the easiest way, when you are putting some foliage or sprigs of something behind your sentiments, banners, whatever, I get a bit of tear and tape, and I put a bit of tear and tape. This is quite, I'm going to put it angled, so I'm going to put an angle going there because this is angled. I'm going to put one there and one at this side. Okay, and that will just make sure that this grabs, let's just make sure I've burnished it down, and this just will grab your leaves to put them in the position and hold them in the position you want them to be in. So then I get hold of my foliage, I have my banners, and then I will position it so you cannot see that I have cut that out. Now it doesn't matter if any sticky is still showing, because that will be absolutely fine. I'm going to do the same again with the bottom. So I'm going to get some tear and tape and put some on the bottom. I'm so pleased because I was running out of my tear and tape and my order came, so I have got a brand new roll, which I'm very happy about. I can't be doing without having my tear and tape. So, because you can't just pop to the shops these days and get your crafting supplies, you've got to wait for it to come. I prefer Stampin' Up's tear and tape, because I did use some tear and tape when I made some wedding invitations, and I have found that I'm going to pop some there and some there coming out the bottom of it, and then I'm just going to glue this flat now into my card. I found that the actual tape must have had something in it, and it has all come through and shows through all the paper that I put on. So I know that this tear and tape is specially designed for crafting, so I know really that this will be fine. So I'm going to pop that. Actually, I think I'm going to do it off to one side. So I'm going to pop that down, make sure it's straight. It's got a little bit of the glue oozing, so just wipe that away. So that's make sure you've got it straight. Gives you a little bit of wiggle room with glue. Right, now I'm going to put the sunshine. I want the sunshine to pop up. So as we open the card, the sunshine will pop up. Now I'm just going to say, just out of curiosity, will the stamped smiles fit in there? Yes, it will. So I'm going to bring back in my stamping mat, and I'm going to pop Smile on the Sun. Okay, so I'm just going to tear off one of my other ones, mount it up, pop that down there, and then pop my smile, and make sure I press down, hold it. Okay, there we go, beautiful. Okay, so I'll just clean up my stamp. So what did I do with my chamois? So I'm going to just put my chamois. I love butterflies as well. The thing is, they bring out more. There's a new set with butterflies that you can stamp a load together and cut it out with the die that cuts all them out at the same time. So that's quite good. Okay, now I'm going to actually use, so I want it to come down there. Do I want it to be at an angle? There, I think that's fine. I'm going to actually use tear and tape on this one to fix this. Let me get rid of my stamping mat. So, just going to position this where I want the smile. So I want my smile to kind of come like that. So I'm going to position this on the bottom there. Rub it down, pick it up, and then let's see that smile. Yeah, got that. So that's the front. So you are loved. Then you open it up, you've got smile, a little something to brighten your day. Okay, so that's very simple but effective card. Nice to send somebody to show that you're thinking of them. So I hope you liked that. I just want to show you at the end of my video. So that's going to going to be lovely. But yesterday I filmed the Grandpa Shark and Grandma Shark and showed you what I'd done with that and how it went like that. And then I'm going to stick plain white on the back to write. Oh, I've just realised what I was going to do. I was going to stick some black underneath there. Never mind, it's too late now. It's all on. But I had planned that. Never mind. And the piece that we cut off this to make this card, this is the remaining piece. And now I've made a lovely card from this. Again, I've used the Whale of a Time DSP. And I've fussy cut out the whales from it, but I just thought that that was nice. And again, I will put some white card on the back here to be able to write my message. But I just thought that that was not wasting your card. So you've got that there and that there. So I hope you liked that as well. I just thought I'd show that as well. So thank you very much for stopping by and watching me today. I do appreciate it. Don't forget that I have got a YouTube channel. I just usually load up whatever I've done on Facebook Live. I tend to load up to my YouTube channel. So if you are watching on my YouTube channel, you can go to my business page if you like any of the supplies I'm using. Currently, the box of sunshine has been reduced to just £10 now, and I've made some lovely things with it. You can make what they show you in the pack to make. I never do that, I make my own thing, but beautiful cards in here to make. There is 8 cards, 4 different designs, so you can make 2 of each. But if you look back through my videos, you will see that I've made quite a lot of different things, including the Dormarana card. But once you have used up all your card bases, I have still got in my kit, I have still got these. I don't know whether you can see them, but they will peel off to put behind banners or make a card using those. There's one there. I have got 3 at least of my lemons left. Some bits and bobs that I'll cut out more. I've got more pineapples, a couple of pineapples. I've got 2 suns left there. I've got plenty of leaves left. So, and then of course I've got the banners and the labels, and you also get the set to be able to re-gift the box using these peel-off stickers for the box. So I've still got all of those left. So I've still got quite a bit to go out with the set really to use. If I ever cut anything off, I save it with the kit so that that can be stamped on and make my own banners. Now I did think one thing that I forgot, I was telling you, and I did want to put them on here. I told you about the butterfly having the hearts on its cutting out of its wing. They're very tiny, so it's a bit fiddly, but I was going to pop them on my card. So I'm going to stick a few hearts, and because it's so plain inside, I think I'm going to stick the hearts on here. So I'm going to stick one there, and I'll pick it up and show you in a minute. And you could also put Wink of Stella on these hearts to make them glisten. So one, going to put down here, and then I'll just use one more, and I'll just make sure there's a bit more glue on it. and put that up there. So there's 3 little hearts, so you can see that I'm using everything, so I'm not wasting anything. So I will keep that 1 heart that I've got. In fact, I might put that on the front thinking about it, so let's not waste it, let's use it straight away because it is a tiny thing and easy to get lost. So let's just put that on there, top pin, and I'm going to put it just at the end of "You Are Loved." Okay, so there we go. So that's it now. So my little hearts there. So, and don't forget, it's Subu bringing crafting to you, because if you search for Subu bring, it doesn't bring me up. So it's Subu bringing crafting to you, and there's lots of previous videos on there. Facebook videos will disappear after 30 days, but obviously if you check out the YouTube channel, they'll stay. So I hope you like that today with a pop-up feature. I also want to show you the other card that I made offline. I haven't put the greeting on, but I just wanted to show this one. It's the same design. I'm really loving the design, as you can tell. So it's the same design as this one. This is in a portrait, and I have used different flower sets. So this is the positive thoughts with the dies, and I just thought, and I've used the butterflies. So I just thought this was so pretty. It just shows that you can do this card with any flower set, really, because that was the positive thoughts one, and then the other 2 that I made, of course, I made that one originally with Forever and Always, and then this one I made with Tasteful Touches, and just showing how different, you know, beautiful cards that you can make just with this design. And I just love the pop. I just think that's really nice. I think everybody will be getting one of these designs this year, because I just think it's with the foil paper. This is old foil paper that I've got, but any foil paper that you've got, this is the brand new Love You Always or Forever Always, whatever it's called. Really gorgeous DSP. But any foil paper, I mean, I'm just as pleased with this old one and this old one. So I just thought I'd show you those. And as I say, I'm going to stick a sentiment. There will be a sentiment on there. And then you could do your verses in here. So I'm thinking about doing verses on there as well. But I like to do that offline and personalise it to whoever I'm sending it to, so that that's not always on camera. So thank you very much for dropping by. Stay safe, stay well, and I will be back with more crafting goodies tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.